Hi Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your April 16th, 2022 full moon reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. There will be a loud sound accompanying this meditation. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So the imagery that came up while the singing bowl was singing was very interesting. So I got ships at a storm out at sea, and then Geppetto from Pinocchio, from the Disney movie Pinocchio, kept on coming forward in his workshop. I don't know if somebody works with wood or like cuckoo clocks, but just craftsmen, yeah, that needs to be acknowledged. And there's a sense of there's been rocky seas, like it hasn't been smooth sailing as we've been creating. Very interesting. So let's look at what the moon has to say for herself. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And spirit guides, angels. And spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, and angels. And spirit guides, angels. And spirit guides, show me clearly. So we begin with beauty, and the answers you need are coming. So there's a sense, there's a message here in accepting your beauty, and the answers you need are coming. There's like something you want to improve. There's something where like we want to feel more beautiful about ourselves, and the answers we need are coming if we stop focusing on how other people are perceiving us and really start focusing on how we are perceiving ourselves. That's going to be very important here, Sagittarius. It then moves us to faith and show the world the real you. We have to have faith to be able to do that, to be able to show the world who we truly are, what we truly want, what we're building towards. It leads us then to new beginnings. The end of a tough cycle is approaching, which brings us beginnings. So here, this is the new moon, right? The new moon is on the 30th of April. There's a real energy here of the end of the tough cycle approaches as we approach the new moon, but as we also learn from this lunar cycle, from this insight that comes through the full moon, through the spotlight that's being put on things. And the interesting thing about this full moon is that it's called the pink moon, and it's named after the phlox flower that symbolizes harmony, compatibility, union, partnership, and agreement. It also represents the union of the hearts and the souls coming together. So there's a sense here of if we embrace the unity, if we embrace the harmony within ourselves, the beauty, and have faith to show who we truly are and what we truly want, then the tough cycle starts to come to an end. And we really start to build that all the way to the 30th and then well beyond, right? So we start to step through that portal to the new beginnings. So let's see the energy that we need to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. The Three of Swords, heartbreak, pain, disappointment, hurts, fears. the Three of Swords comes into play. And this is what we have to be aware of. We have to be aware that our past hurts and pains are going to play a huge role and have played a huge role in the shaping of us in the here and in the now. And so addressing this, naming it, taking away its power and claiming what we want, that's going to be really important, because there's something here where we stay silent because we don't want to upset things, because we don't want to cause more chaos, because we don't want to XYZ. And Spirit is saying, yeah, we're bringing our old hurts forward into the present, and they're robbing us of our power. They're robbing us of ourselves. So that's going to be a very important thing here. It moves us to our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. This is listening. This is the throat chakra. To embrace what we want is to listen to the world around us. And so here, we need to embrace our throat chakra, which we usually think of as speaking, as communication. But a really good person who has a conversation is also a really good listener. And that's a superpower. In a world where everybody just thinks, if I talk over you, listening is going to be a very powerful thing. It's going to be key to our success, not only during this time, but in our lives in general. To be able to connect through listening is astoundingly powerful. It moves us then, to our tarot energy, angels, and spirit guides. Show me clearly. Okay. So we have the Devil, the Five of Pentacles, which just flew out, wanted to be seen instantaneously. And we have the Queen of Swords. I love that the Queen of Swords is looking at the Devil and the Five of Pentacles, especially at the Five of Pentacles. So the Five of Pentacles is a poverty mentality. Excuse me. It is hurt, it is pain, it is disappointment. It is saying, I'm on the outside of wealth. I'm on the outside of where I want to be. The Queen of Swords cuts through doubts and fears and negativity and says, I've earned this. I've worked for this. This is where I deserve to be. So we're having this fight, Sagittarius, with our own selves of what we deserve and then what we feel like we're not allowed to have because of whatever life experiences we have been through. And what we're going to find is that we're looking at energy, situations, ideas that have kept us bound, that have kept us small, that have kept us quiet. And this could be ourselves. Like we could have thought, oh, well, to be this person, to be popular, to be accepted, I have to just make myself fit in. And we can always have just been making ourselves fit in during this time in our lives. So, during a certain time in our lives, we learned, okay, it makes things easier. And so we've been perpetuating that. And we've never really truly been ourselves. That could be one thing, definitely, that we need to look at here. There's also a certain energy that's going, I just see a Venus flytrap. I just see it looking really pretty and giving off this energy kind of like, oh, come and see me. And then it strikes, right? So there is something here that keeps us tied down. And it's going to be a wound mate, it's going to be something where the wounds within us, and that's why we're being told to be mindful of the wounds within us. It's going to call to those wounds. And then it's just going to add one more layer of restraint around us. One more thing that we think, oh, I can't, because of, this energy that has just built. And it's almost like a self-sabotage is coming forward. And we just need to be very, very much aware of that. And the Queen of Swords definitely fights through that and definitely says, oh no, like I'm not here for this at all. But we have to be mindful that it's going to play off of the fact that we could have had money trouble when we were growing up, or we could have run on hard times and now we don't feel worthy, or we feel ashamed. And there's something here that's just going to play into that. And we have to be very mindful of that downward spiral. Let's look deeper into the tarot. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. We have the King of Swords and we have the King of Pentacles. So what I love is that we have a soulmate connection here, but it's through different decks. So we don't really feel this. We don't really go, if it was in the same deck, it's like, oh, okay, I instantaneously see this. But because they're in different decks, the King of Swords, the Queen of Swords. There's something coming in that builds our knowledge, that builds our understanding, that has us looking at things in a much more open, real, determined way. And what we're going to see is that the words are coming together. And I just see the words coming together, the words coming together. And it's going to be the voice comes together as well. There's a real sense of, this is what I've been working for. This is what I want. This is what I need. The King of Swords doesn't take bull. And there's an energy around us, Sagittarius, of tell me it straight. Tell me it like it is. I don't care if it's what I don't want to hear. I don't care if you offend me. I want to know what you really think, because I'd rather see the real you than the mask that you're putting on. There's just imagery of mask shattering and, of people speaking, but with forked tongues. And that's going to be something that we just cannot stand. We'd rather you be rude. We'd rather you be, an absolutely flaming whatever the heck you are, and be forthright with it, than you hide it away. And we have to figure it out over time. And there's a real sense here of people speaking without thinking and showing us who they really are. And we're going to be offended or hurt by this, but we're actually going to wind up seeing that, oh, this was for the best thing. This is the best thing that happened, because now I know who not to waste my time with. So it's interesting. The veil is going to slip around us during this time, Sagittarius, and it's going to show us a heck of a lot more than people intended it to. It brings us then to the King of Pentacles, prosperity, success, bounty, abundance. We're looking at how to grow, how to invest. We're looking at differing things. It's building things up. It's moving things forward. We're looking at not putting I just see all the eggs in the basket, and I see somebody separating them out. So if one basket falls, all the eggs aren't broken. That's going to be really important for us during this time and for ourselves. It's I'm not messing with this. It's so interesting because there's very much the energy of, I'm not putting all my eggs in a basket, but I'm not setting myself up for failure. I'm diversifying. I'm looking at things. I'm realizing there's more to me than what I thought. Whereas before, there's a sense of, I only thought I was a one-trick pony. I only thought I could do this one thing. And now the King of Pentacles comes forward, and we start to see, oh no, I'm better at a lot more things than I realized. And it brings us to, sorry, I'm a bit congested. I have allergies. It brings us to go deeper into the tarot. Angels. Ooh. Oh, they all fell down. All right, so just give me one moment as I pick up this deck here. Okay. Sorry, I just hit my mic. Hopefully you guys didn't hear that, or didn't cause any problem to the sound. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And spirit guides, angels. So we have the Six of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and the Tower. Things are changing. And I know we're going to see the Tower and think, oh no, this is a really bad thing. I actually see it as a really good thing. With the Ten of Wands, we've been overburdened. There's been a huge amount of weight upon our shoulders. And when the Tower comes in to play here, it's not only there's been a huge amount of weight upon our shoulders, but there's somebody else dictating our success. Dictating what we are prosperous at, what we have and what we don't. And there's a sense here of the hold that they had on us, the cage that they put us in, the way that they defined us, that's shattering. And we're breaking free. And it moves us. And I love the imagery of the angel in here with the page of air. It moves us to a place where now we get to spread our wings. Now we get to fly. There is something here where this is a change, that we can't come back from. It changed everything. It changed the landscape. It changed so much. And now we're learning. We're seeing. We already have the King and Queen of Swords. There's tremendous knowledge here. There's a tremendous power of our voice and our insight and our ideas. We're also learning. Not only are we the master of the situation, right? The master painter, the master sculptor. We are the apprentice. We are the page. We are the person who is learning. And that opens up the door because we know so much and yet we're still willing to learn more. And as the change comes in, we're going to start to see that we're saying, well, why can't I move forward that way? Or why can't I use this idea like that? Or why can't I? There's also somebody here who kind of eggs us on. This person, page energy always comes through very young. It can be a very young soul or it can be a child, but there's somebody here who's like, well, why? Why not just, open up this door? Or why not just do it this way? So there's going to be a sense of like, well, why? Why wouldn't you? Type of thing. And we're going to say to ourselves, why wouldn't I? And that's what breaks down that tower. But there's also something here where we've been through a tower time. We've had everything change, for better or for worse. This could be anything from losing a home to losing a partner to, losing a job, where it just shakes the foundation. We don't see things the same way afterwards. And what we're going to see here is that after everything, after crying ourselves to sleep at night and feeling overwhelmed and doubting it all, we can't go back because we're now undeniably different people and stronger than we ever thought we were. And I know that sounds cliched to say, but we're stronger than we thought we were. And we might want things to go back to the way they were once upon a time. But there's a real sense here of, but if I look at this, if I look at everything that I've been carrying and now everything that I'm starting to release and the way that it's opening up my world and the way that I'm opening up to my world and I'm balancing things and not waiting for everything to be balanced for me, I become a student of my voice, my destiny, of what I want and what I need. And it moves us then to our subconscious lunar selves. Yeah. A personal issue reaches resolution, the masculine. A personal issue reaches a resolution by us embracing the masculine aspect of our personality. We might be apprehensive too. We might have seen, and this is not meant to be an offense to anybody, but we might have seen the masculine energy as something we want to suppress, because we didn't want to be like our fathers or like our partners or like somebody who took advantage of us. And I know it sounds very childish to say, okay, this is just masculine, because it's not that. But there's something in our heads where like that's how we categorized it. And now Spirit is saying, no, we're embracing the masculine. We're embracing the power of our voice and the determination of ourselves and the focus and the fierceness, because it doesn't have to be used as an abusive tool, just as femininity can be used as an abusive tool. It can be used with tremendous strength. And we're starting to see ourselves as tremendously strong. It moves us then to our subconscious energy to be mindful of, and that is the Princess of Wands. This is an immaturity, and this is of the self, right? We're represented by the Wands in the major arcana, in the minor arcana, by Temperance in the major arcana. There's an energy here of not looking at things fully, of kind of looking at half truths or half ideas and just kind of running with it. And Spirit is saying here, no, look at the bigger picture. Don't be immature about the situation, because it will be very easy to just jump to conclusions. It moves us then to, and also for others here, they're going to play off our fire energy, right? And they're going to try and manipulate the situation, because we'll connect with them, because fire energy connects with fire energy. It moves us to our subconscious chakra energy, which is grounding. This is the Earth Star chakra located 6 inches below our feet. We are grounding ourselves. We are rooting ourselves. We are seeing ourselves more and seeing what we need, seeing what feeds us, seeing what, opens up the doors for us. We are really putting ourselves in the center of our own energy. It brings us then to our subconscious tarot message, which begins with the 7 of Wands. Defend who you are and what you love and what you want. But don't constantly and forever be fighting, because it's just going to drain you. It's just going to be overwhelming. Be very mindful with whom you give your energy to. It moves us then to the Four of Cups, which is also our subconscious energy. There's a gift coming in. We're not going to see it instantaneously. We're going to be focusing on another direction, on another set of problems. This gift comes in. We can actually see it as extra work or something that's demanding our attention or pulling our attention from what we really want to be focusing on. Spirit's saying, look, see. Let our heads be turned. Let ourselves see things in a new way, in a different way. Because we'll be surprised at the gift that comes from it. It moves us then to our subconscious chakra energy, which is not chakra energy, again, our subconscious tarot energy, which is the King of Wands. Power, prosperity, success. This is us coming through as the most powerful court card, the King. And here we are embracing our heart's passion, what we desire. We're looking at things with wisdom, but also with a knowing, with a sense of I've lived and I've grown and I've seen. And as I've seen things, I've come to much more profound realizations than I thought I was going to. There's also an attractiveness around us and a charm that we should utilize. We should definitely utilize it, Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and passion of this moon and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Sagittarius, and may you have a blessed moon.